Look, insurance sucks. I'll just make it suck less. I'm a health insurance hustler. Bradley Hannon's the name.
All right, so we're still in the Back to the Basics series, helping you select the best plan for you or your client during the open enrollment period for plan year 2022, right? In the last video, we talked a little bit about selecting a plan on the marketplace and some tools that might help you if you wanted to kind of shop your options on your own. I do recommend, regardless of whether you shopped on your own or not, certainly want to work with broker just to make sure we round out your coverage if needed, or point out any kind of holes in the coverage or gaps in the coverage that you might not be aware of. It does happen all the time. So in this video, I want to talk about some alternative options to the marketplace, right? And we're going to use my family as an example. Maybe you're in a similar position where you don't qualify for a tax credit, and here's some great alternative options. So we're going to get back on the computer screen. I'm going to show you some actual different plan options. We'll talk about the designs, and then we'll go into a deep dive in some later videos. So let's tune in to the computer here. So this is where we left off in the last video. We talked about the ACA marketplace options. Obviously, you've got 85 plans to choose from here if you're my family. Okay, we have 85 plans. I don't have an income in here because I don't qualify for a tax credit. I'm certain of it, and if I did, it would be very, very insignificant, and obviously $800 a month for my little family that's healthy, not using the coverage a whole lot other than just your regular checkups and the basic stuff. It really doesn't make sense for me. I don't know that I'd want to pay $800 a month, and maybe you can relate with me. So let's take a look at a very common alternative, right? Is be United Healthcare. They offer plans that are called short-term medical plans, or even some fixed benefit plans that you'll see are a lot more affordable than the marketplace plan. So my birthday, March 4th, 1990. Okay, my wife's birthday, May 14th, 1990. We're both in that optimal height and weight range, which really doesn't make the premium all that much different. And then my son is February 15th, 2019, the day after Valentine's Day. So I just want to look at a couple of different short-term options, okay? And I'll point out something to you. They say short-term, but as we look at them, you'll see that they're 12 months, just like the plans here are 12 months. The plans here are also 12 months. So we'll go ahead and look at some short-term medical options for my family, and we'll compare that to what the marketplace has to offer. In these videos, I'm not going to suggest that you do one over the other, or one is better than the other. It is always dependent on the individual. And as a broker, we're going to really customize the plan to make sure we fit your needs first and your budget as well. So it's very important to make sure that you keep an open mind as a broker. You've got to shop all options that are available. So you'll see here that this is 6 months, but I could go up to 12 months, and I can even go more than 12 months if I wanted to, which is going to give me 2 12-month plans. So let me set these to a more reasonable, modest deductible, and we'll just kind of give it a comparison. So if we look here, this is the Elite plan. It's got $2 million per person in coverage. The main thing that I want to point out to you, because to really fully understand this, I would ask that you set up an appointment with myself or one of the other agents in the office to actually fully review this stuff. So I'm not going to go into great detail on the coverage, but I will tell you that for a $5,000 deductible, okay, on a PPO network, runs on the United Healthcare Choice PPO network. So on a larger network with a lower deductible, you're looking at a lower premium, right? $800 versus $543. Okay, if we wanted to go to something like the copay plan, this is going to give you some doctor's visits. Okay, you pay a $50 copay, no deductible, number of visits based on duration of the plan. So 1 for every 3 months, 4 to 6 months, you're getting 2, 7 to 9 months, you're getting 3, 10 plus months, you have 4 copays a year. Okay, so that is nice to see there. And you also have a $50 copay for urgent care, as well as some copays for some prescription drugs. I would say this plan is good for somebody that is relatively low maintenance and healthy, and you're also looking at about $2,400 cheaper per month. As another alternative, we use a company called National General. National General is actually an Allstate owned company now, so very steady and strong as far as their financial backing, right? You don't have to worry about their ability to pay your claims. They're publicly traded. They're A+ rated on the AM Best, which is a institution that ranks financial, or it's what ranks financial institutions for solvency, the ability to pay claims. So that's a really good thing. You want to look for A+ rated companies, of course. And we're just typing in my demographics again, 2/15/2019. We're going to say we had prior medical coverage because we did. And we'll just say we're looking for October 1st. Similar to United Healthcare, they're going to have some available options as well that you'll see are going to be a little bit more affordable than the options you're going to see on the marketplace for somebody with no subsidy or no tax credit. I also want to point out, let's just say you are a family making $125,000 a year, or maybe $120,000 a year at $591 with an $8,300 deductible. We're still really able to beat that with a lower deductible and larger network. Now there is some give and takes. There always is. Okay, I don't want anybody to feel like, again, one is all around just better than the other. That usually doesn't happen. There's usually a little bit of a give and take. So if we look at the enhanced and the copay enhanced here, you're still looking at $501 or as low as $428, or $608 and as low as $519 for your quote unquote short-term medical options. Now the interesting thing about National General and their short-term medical is that for the 12 months, okay, you can do the same thing as United Healthcare, the two 12-month plans, or I can use it for 2 renewals, which really equals 36 months of coverage, which you'll see here in a moment when it gets done loading. You'll see 36 months of coverage, and that means the plan is good for up to 3 years. So it says short-term medical. You can decide if that's short-term for you or not. 3 years is a pretty long time for a plan to run, and those are some of your options. Now, those are just 3 of the hundreds of carriers we work with, or 3 out of the hundreds of options that you might have. So as always, I do recommend you working with a broker. You can reach out to us if you are a broker, right? I always recommend you looking at least those 3 options for your clients, as well as rounding them out with proper supplemental coverage. If you tune into the next video, we're going to be reviewing supplemental coverage, right? To round out your health plan, make sure that all of the gaps are filled and you don't wind up with any major unexpected medical bills.